Tamil Nadu voted in the first phase. On April 19th, the first phase elections were over in Tamil Nadu. The 39 constituencies, the 39 parliament constituencies, and the lone seat in Puducherry went for elections on April 19th. The polling percentage compared to 2019 is very low, that is, it is only 69.46% this time, while it was close to 74% in 2019 elections. Poll percentage has come down because of various reasons, is what the political parties feel. The main reason is the heat wave, and also there has been disinterest among the people to come and vote, because they feel that in the center or in the state nothing is going to change even if they vote. But apart from all these, few constituencies, the contest was very intense, and there was a tough fight between the DMK, the AIDMK, and the BJP. In Tamil Nadu, there were three alliances, one set by the DMK, Congress, VCK, MDMK, and the left parties were in one alliance. And then the AIDMK, almost it was alone, it contested alone with the SDPI and late Vijayakant's DMDK. And then there was the BJP alliance. The BJP's was a rainbow alliance, which had key parties like the Patali Makkal Katchi, Ramdas Patali Makkal Katchi, and then Pudhiya Tamizhagam, G.K. Vasan's TMC, and then TTV Dinakaran and O. Pannirselvam, AIDMK rebel O. Pannirselvam were also part of the BJP alliance. The contest was very intense in certain constituencies where the BJP faced the DMK, where the fight was straight between the DMK and the BJP. In Coimbatore, the fight was very intense because Annamalai, the BJP state president, contested in Coimbatore against the DMK. DMK's candidate Ganapati Rajkumar and AIDMK's Singai Ramachandran were in the fray. Apart from Coimbatore, the contest was also intense in Dharmapuri, where Anbumani Ramdas' wife Soumya Anbumani contested, and also in other parts of the state. Like in Tirunelveli, the BJP's Nainar Nagendran, who's one of the important leaders, one of the senior leaders of the BJP, and also in Theni, TTV Dinakaran of the Amma Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam, and also O. Pannirselvam contested from Ramanathapuram. So all these constituencies faced an intense, tough battle. The fight was between the AIDMK and the BJP in these constituencies. For the BJP, though it doesn't have a strong base in Tamil Nadu, it is trying hard to increase its vote share through this election. With Annamalai at the helm of affairs, the BJP is fighting to increase its vote share to a double digit. Its vote share is only 5.75% now, with 4 MLAs in the assembly. They contested in 2021 in the AIDMK alliance and won 4 MLAs. This time, with this rainbow alliance, the BJP is looking forward to increase its vote share and also try if they are able to get 1 or 2 MPs from Tamil Nadu. They feel like there are their star candidates like Annamalai, L. Murugan, who contested from Nilgiris against DMK's A. Raja, and also Tamilisai Soundararajan, former Telangana governor, who contested from South Chennai against DMK's Tamilachi Thangapandian. They feel that these people have an edge, and also Nainar Nagendran, O. Pannirselvam, and TTV Dinakaran. It is like the BJP feels that they have an edge. But the reality is that they will be able to contribute to the vote share, the BJP's vote share, and increase its percentage to a double digit, which may not help them gain even 1 or 2 MPs in the election. So it is a wait and watch for the BJP. If suppose they are gaining a good number of votes, the BJP wants to claim that the Tevar votes, particularly in the South Tamil Nadu or with them, the Tevar community is with them, and they will claim that because the AIDMK always had the Tevars with them when Jayalalitha was alive or when MGR was there. The Tevars always voted for 2 leaves, the AIDMK symbol. But this time, if suppose O. Pannirselvam, TTV Dinakaran and Nainar Nagendran score a good number of votes, the BJP feels that they can claim those votes as theirs and it will be helpful for them in the long run.